Alright, so I'm Jeremy, and I'm going to tell you why dogs go to heaven. So first off, I want to establish what a dog is. So according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, it is a domestic mammal closely related to the gray wolf. So I'm sure we know what a dog is. We have them in our homes. Second, what is heaven? Heaven is also defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary as simply the place where God lives and where good souls go after they die, according to some religions. So now I'm going to tell you why I think dogs do go to heaven. First, dogs have souls. A soul is a spiritual part of the body that is believed to give life to the body, and in many religion is believed to live forever. So therefore, if anything with a body, even plants are considered to have souls. If they have a soul, it's believed to live after life. So, like I said earlier, dogs can't accept Jesus Christ. However, mentally they're similar to babies, as in, because they can't accept Jesus Christ doesn't mean that they can't go on into the afterlife. So it says in the Bible that babies, young children, infants, or toddlers that die before they're able to accept Jesus Christ will go directly to the Lord. So dogs are no different mentally, so in that case dogs would go directly to the Lord. So this is where the hearts come in. So dogs are a part of our family, and another thing is, if they're a part of our family, do they love us? So I can't speak for anyone else, but dogs are definitely part of my family. I feel that they love me and I love them, and I'm going to show you why I think that dogs love me. So according to Gregory Burns, he is the author of the book How Dogs Love Us, they know the difference between love and hate, and they know the difference between right and wrong. And the way he proved that is he trained a couple dogs to go into an MRI scanner so they could scan their brains. Usually they had to knock them out and sedate them to get them in, then they wouldn't get an accurate reading of their brain. So he trained them to go unconscious to go in. And he came up with, the pictures that they can tell the difference between right and wrong, love and hate. There's also a much, much simpler way to figure out if your dog loves you, and the same guy did an experiment with his own dog. And he says if your dog cuddles up with you after eating, that's one step to know that your dog loves you. The reason being is dogs that we know are generally inspired to do things with food. So you give them a treat, they sit, you give them, or they do something bad, they don't get their food, etc. So after they eat, whatever their first instinct is to do, if it's going to be go play, they don't want anything to do with you, it's probably not going to be that they love you as much, because if they love you, they'll go right to you. That's their first instinct, to cuddle up with you. Second, if your dog sleeps with you. So dogs are a form of wolves, and wolves carry or travel in packs, sleep with packs, etc. So when they sleep with you, that means they trust you as if they were in the pack, per se. Now, if your dog freaks out when you leave, you might think that that's a form or a sign of love, when really it's just separation anxiety. It's actually the opposite that shows that your dog loves you. So if your dog goes into the crate, no problem, and then you leave, it shows that your dog trusts you and trusts that you'll come back for them. And then, of course, how does your dog react when you get home? If your dog's freaking out, jumping on you, licking your face, that's a good sign. And then, if you love your dog. So if you love your dog, it'll love you back. So my next point is that the Pope, of all people, said that paradise is open to all God's creatures. So Pope Francis said that to a young boy who came up to him and told him that he had just lost his dog earlier that week. But it also turns out that Pope Paul VI said it many years ago. And I also have a few Bible quotes that I'd like to share with you all. Hopefully it will resonate with you. The first one is from Job 12:7 and 10. Ask the animals and they will teach you. In God's hand is the life of every creature and the breath of all mankind. A righteous man cares for the needs of his animal. Not many people think of measuring righteousness by his standard. And then the last one is my favorite. It is every creature which is in heaven and on the earth and under the sea, and such as are in the sea, and all that are in them, hear I saying, blessing and honor and glory and power be until him that sitteth upon the throne and unto the Lamb forever and ever. And the last thing I want to say is that in our reality, religion is whatever you believe. So it's whatever personally you feel is what's out there. So is there a heaven? There's no scientific proof or any proof for that matter that there is one. It's spiritually what you believe. So whether you believe dogs go to heaven is what you think. And the last thing I want to say is that when you die, would you want your dogs there with you?